Roll, rock and roll. If you're here on YouTube watching this is on Periscope. Download it on your Android or iOS and follow @mgebs for morning motivation. We're rocking it out here on a regular basis here, usually Monday through Friday. We got Coach Bianca. All right, Martine, how's it going? How's it going? Everybody popping in. Ryan, we should get going here really quickly. We're going to talk about how to get out of overwhelm, stress, overwork, confusion, that icky feeling that you have when you just feel like you're never going to get out of this hole. You know, you're so freaking backed up. You've got so many things to do, and you're just going crazy. So morning, Vanessa. How's it going? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. God, you guys are on fire. Pound the hearts. I think if you go on Twitter, I'll have to find the thing. You can go to my @mgebs on Twitter. It's on my profile. People have nominated me to speak at some Periscope Summit in New York City on in September. So definitely head on over to Twitter, retweet that, follow that so that you could get me there so we can rock it out at the Periscope Summit. So if you're new here, appreciate you. Michael Gevin. I always give a little nugget. I started a video production company when I was 19, right out of high school, no college, have shot hundreds of weddings all over the United States, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, have since gone on to shoot with Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Work Week, Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, all sorts of other cool people. So, yes, I am coming to London in a few weeks, so let's try to hook up. Also, share this, keep hitting the hearts if you're new here. Let's rock it out. So, you know, started my company, like I said, when I was 19, 2006. Didn't really know what in the world I was doing. Plugging along, until of which 2010 came along, and I was really stressed, really overwhelmed, really overworked, hurting relationships. I don't know if any of you guys have ever felt that way, where like your personal relationships, you're trying to grow this business, you're trying to balance things, and what happens is, as you go all in on your business, it might or might not be doing well, but now you've ruined, you know, girlfriends, husbands, wives, kids, you know, everything's just flashing by your eyes, and you're scared to death that you're going to, like, never get out of this hole, and things are never just going to get easy, right? Well, nothing's ever going to get easy. It's all a reframing of your mind and your thinking to realize, you know, it's not about problems going away. The problems aren't problems going to go away. There'll always be a new set of problems. It's how you deal with those problems and how you look at them to be learning experiences. Find the positive and the negative and always learn from everything that happens and find solutions. Don't look at everything as a problem. You are going to be a problem solver. But here's the thing. Here's what happened in 2010. See, I had a wedding business where I was doing a lot of weddings. I was doing upwards of 25, 30, 40 weddings in a year, shooting video. And the interesting thing is I thought more was more. How do I charge more? I add more. I give more. I do more. And what I found is there was one specific thing that I loved and my clients loved, my couples loved. The interesting part is I was doing all these other things, and most of it I didn't enjoy. And then come to find out, which I'll tell you, most of my clients didn't really care. It wasn't they didn't fully like it. They just didn't really care. So I did this thing called a same-day edit. So I shot that day, showed a video that night, okay? And then what would happen is I'd give them like 8 or 9 other videos that I was upwards of 8 to 9 months behind from delivering things. I didn't want to answer the phone. I didn't want to answer email. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to go to the movies. I thought I'd see a couple. I thought they were going to chew me out. It was horrible. Okay, it was horrible, and I never thought, we're not talking, it's 8 or 9 months behind, not just on a couple videos. I'm talking a lot of videos that I was behind on, never thinking I was going to get out of this hole. So overworked, overwhelmed, stressed out, going crazy, some depression in there of like, oh my God, this is horrible. What do? I just give up? You know, what do I do? And so finally I saw one of my couples, and I saw them, they had their DVD for like 6 months, probably after they got it 6 months later, all this kind of stuff. I said, how's it going? You know, how do you like everything? And they said, well, oh my God, we love the same-day edit. We love it. But what about everything else? We haven't really watched all the other things yet. So they'd had their DVD for 6 months, and the thing I gave them that day, the day of their wedding, they watched 1 million times and was still watching it and still sharing it. But the thing that took me months and months and months, and then they got it months later, and then they've had it for months, they still hadn't looked at. And I had this revelation. I go, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Like, this is craziness. I'm doing all this other work that I don't even enjoy. It's costing me more money, stress, time, relationships, and the people don't really care. So I'm not really putting my heart and soul into it. So the revelation that happened, and this is what I'll give you. Let's get in here. Share it with your friends. Keep pounding the hearts if this is resonating. I'm getting the good stuff here now, because this applies to not just somebody in a wedding video business, but all sorts of different things. Because right now I run something called Jumpstarters. You can go to jumpstarters.net and check that out. But essentially, invite some people, go down there, hit the little people where the hearts are coming out of, hit share, and we'll get to these next tips here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys rock. So here's the thing. Here's what I did. And this is the scariest thing, because so many times we think that we need to be the end-all, cure-all. You know how to take pictures, so now you're a photographer. You know that camera shoots video, so now you're a videographer. You know you have a computer with Photoshop on it, so now you're a designer, right? And we're all these different things when really we're not, and we don't want to be. I look back at my 2007, I'm looking at my line items of things I made money with. I was a video production company. I had line items, Photoshop job, $35. Tape transfer, $13. I had all these different things, right? We're all experts, but we're not. We're the jack of nothing. We're the jack of nothing, nothing, nothing. We try to do all things, be all things to all people, but in reality, we suck. There is only so much time in a day, and if you yourself is trying to be all things to all people, you will lose. You will be stressed. You will be overwhelmed. You will be overworked. You will drive yourself crazy, and you'll be ruining relationships, not just personally, but professionally. Unless you're a master delegator and you have a team of people to be experts at different things and be great at different things, that's awesome. And you can do that. You can be the Richard Branson. But I gamble that most of you are not. So most of you are this solopreneur who is overwhelmed, overworked, feel like you're never getting out of this hole, you're trying to be all things to all people. Here's the thing. When I had that breakthrough that, well, maybe I just do the same to edit. Now, it seems crazy because I was trying to charge more money by doing more, and instead of charging more money to do more, I said, I'm going to charge the exact same amount of money, and I'm going to get rid of everything. All this other stuff, all the stuff that I don't enjoy, other people don't seem to like. So if I'm going on the phone and talking about stuff for 45 minutes that they're going to get, I went down to one thing, the same day edit. Well, would you guess? God dang! Business exploded. And a lot of selfish things happened as well. But being selfish on the outside is what it may have looked like when I would talk about it. But what really happened was very magical, and it can happen for each one of you. See, the interesting part is, by focusing on that one thing, the one thing I actually loved more than anything, my couples loved as well. The interesting part is that by doing that, now I poured my heart and soul into it. I had reinvigorated energy about the entire thing. And so what happened is, by me saying, I'm going to shoot the way I want, edit the way I want, pick out the music I want, dress the way I want, speak the way I want, act the way I want. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't care what anybody else in the industry tells me. I do not care. This is what I'm going to do. Guess what? Things exploded, because before I was disservicing everyone. And that's what you're doing when you try to be a photographer and you're actually a designer, et cetera, as I said earlier, right? Don't be all things to all people. Be what you're great at. Be what your gift is. Be what you love. And amazing things can happen, because now you're not just taking something because you can. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. You're not just taking something because you can, because you know how to. You're taking something because this is what you're great at, what you're amazing at. And when you do what you're amazing at, you will do your best. When you do your best, people will see that, and they will want that, and you'll get excited to do another job, because when that person comes to you, they want you to do what you do best, rather than some random thing you just did because of money, when there's somebody else better than you that wants to do it, because one person's blessing is another's curse. So when you took on that little photo job and you know what you're doing, you don't do a good job because you don't really want to do it, and you just did it for money. So when you stop doing that and you just focus on that thing. Now, sometimes you got to go broad before you go deep, which is fine. But realize the whole time that you've got to be cutting down the fat, and getting down to that thing that you are amazing at. So give me a hell yes. I'll go on here for a few more minutes. If you guys, thumbs up emoji, hell yes, lots of hearts, lots of love. Hit the little thing, follow with your, followers, at mgebs here. What if every day I find something new in loving or amazing at? What if every day you find something new in loving or amazing at? You're not going to be amazing at anything every single day. You know, you might get something you're excited about doing, but you won't be amazing at that thing. I have lots of ideas. I have lots of things that I love, but I'm not great at about 98% of them. You don't become great at anything. Look, when any of you have kids, you'll recognize this. Now, I don't have kids, but the reality is, think about it. When a baby's born, it can't do anything. It doesn't know how to do anything. It has no idea about anything, except for, right? And then what happens? The baby starts to kind of crawl, but it still can't do anything else but crawl. Then all of a sudden it tries to stand up finally. Then what to do? It falls down. Oh, and then the parents, they're so loving. They say, no, that's okay. You can do it again and again. And the kid keeps falling down and falling down. You've got to get back to that childlike state again, right? But they fall down, and finally, oh my God, they walk, and it's the most wonderful day. And they're so excited. Then what happens? Well, then it starts running around, and then it falls down and hurts itself, right? And then it still can't do anything else. But then finally you put it on a bike. And this might be years later. After it learned how to walk and run, then you put it on a bike. Do you just put it on a bike and let it fall down and cripple its leg? No. You put training wheels on. And then you practice that, and then finally you take the training wheels off. Then guess what happens after that? Oh my God. Now it can ride a bike. Then eventually it rides a car, drives a car. And you keep going through it. But that's years. That's life. You cannot become great at something because you decided to do it today. Right? So you can love all sorts of different things. How do you find that sweet spot? Absolutely. That one thing that you should do is by testing. But so many of you are in your mind. You think you're doing things. You're reading blogs. You're listening to this. You're watching things. You're buying courses, training. You're buying stuff left and right. You're having what I call jackass whispers and private Facebook forums and stuff tell you that you're doing things wrong and you shouldn't do this. You're not doing anything, and neither are they. Do something. Keep doing it. But as you do things, you'll figure out, I like this, I like that. I don't like this, I don't like that. Then boom. Now, some of you, the quicker you operate this, and the awareness is everything. The awareness is everything. You can be multi-passionate, one passionate at a time. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know what you guys think of, I say certain people, and some people hate them, some people love them, of any kind of person out there, but like Justin Timberlake, what did he do first? Music. Became very successful at music. Then he transitioned to doing the acting stuff. Now he bounces back and forth. I really like him as an actor. Right? Good, Melissa. Can't wait to see it. Share it with me. Send me the message. Any of you guys, we have a thing in Jumpstarters. MIA. Massive Imperfect Action. That's what life needs to be about for you. Stop trying to be perfect. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me and every other brother and sister and mother and father out there on the planet. Nothing's perfect, and nothing ever will be. It's better to start today doing something than it is to keep doing nothing. You'll regret every day of your life that you look back someday and go, I wish I would have done that. Okay? So lots of hearts, lots of love. Follow at mgebs here, michaelgebben.com. You can head on over to check out the Jumpstart Experience. Vanessa, you will get the MIA bracelet when you come to the Jumpstart Experience and Take Massive Action, Tony Robbins. Yes, and in fact, I have shot, if you guys haven't seen it, let me pull it up here really quick. I'll show you guys this. You can head on over to michaelgebben.com here. Go over here, check out the blog. I got videos. You can go over to this tab, and when you see this, these are the people I've gotten to work with through the years from Massive Imperfect Action. There's my man Tony. There's my man Grandpa, Lewis Howes, Derek Halpern. There's Richard Branson. There is Pat Flynn, Jonathan Fields. I was on the Good Life Project. Clay Hebert. Like I said, Derek Halpern. There's my man Tim Ferriss. I've shot for Tony Robbins, Dan Martell. There's Brendan Bouchard. There's Jimmy Buffett there. So all sorts of amazing people have had the opportunity years taking massive imperfect action, right? So that is what it is all about. And you got to become great at something so people know you for that. You're in obscurity right now. No one knows you. Get yourself out there. Get outside your comfort zone. Don't forget that it's all going to be okay. It's the little things every day that you do. And when you get it down and realize you can't be Superwoman or Superman and you can't do all things and be all things to all people by yourself. So please, start stripping down, start simplifying, get down to the essentials, get down to what matters most. That way you have time for your family, for your friends, for your business, and for your life. Rock and roll, my friends. Go on ahead on over to Twitter. There's something people were doing this morning that I saw to try to get me to be able to speak at the Periscope Summit. So if you really enjoyed this Periscope, please follow. If you're watching this somewhere else and put them on Facebook and YouTube from time to time, go download Periscope on your Android, iOS. Follow @mgebs. And definitely check it out. Lots of hearts, lots of love, and I appreciate it. We do these Monday through Friday. We'll be going to London in a few weeks, so I'm going to try and figure out how to get something so I can do some live periscoping from London. We'll have some really cool things if it all goes the way as planned right now. That's top secret, so you want to be on the lookout. You want to follow. Go check out michaelgebben.com or jumpstarters.net, and appreciate you guys. Rock the day. Take some massive imperfect action. Don't be afraid. It'll be okay. And so what do we need to look for to help you to get on the summit? Let's look it up here real quick, guys. Appreciate that. Let's look it up. This is what you got to do. Let me do this real quick. And let's see here. 1 second. Gebs. And yeah, but you guys absolutely rock big time. And let's see here. Tweets and replies. Let's see where we got here. Let me log in. Gebs, hang tight, my friends. Here it is. Let's see here. So you guys need to go on, and this is what you need to do. Go on over to here to Twitter, and you go, I nominate @mgebs to speak at NYC Scope at Periscope Summit. There it is. So go take a screenshot, do the little side and home button on your phone to screenshot what you need to do there. I nominate @mgebs to speak at NY Scope Week at Periscope Summit. #VoteYourScoper. So go ahead and do that, guys. I truly, truly appreciate it. You rock big time. And, the hearts. I'm so excited. And once you guys have some MIA that you've taken, reach out and share it with me on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever, on the next scope here. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for sharing. Have an outstanding day. I'll see you guys later. Rock and roll.